you like and serve. Everybody! There is no mud at the pub, just good chat, debate, and love. There is no mud at the pub, so make sure you like and serve. Everybody! There is no mud at the pub, just good chat, debate, and love. There is no mud at the pub, so make sure you like and serve. Debate and love. There is no mud at the pub, so make sure you like and serve.
Hey guys, welcome to There Is No Mud in the Pub, episode 11. Thank you so much for joining us. I have, as always, my two favourite people that I like to be in the pub with, the two Marks from the Two Marks Show. How you doing, guys?
I'm good, mate. Thanks very much. It's been so long since I've seen the pair of you. Do you know what I mean? It's at least 20 minutes, maybe, something like that.
So, I know, maybe half an hour pushing it.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Nige. Appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, it's always nice to be in the pub, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, and I see you got your favourite people behind you tonight.
Yeah, I've been joined by the Bangles.
One of them. Yeah.
Well, all of them.
I do.
All of them, mate. You can't pick and choose, can you? But certainly the one on the far left as you look at the screen.
Nice.
Very
Miss
nice.
Hot.
How's your week been? Miss Hot, yeah, very nice. How's your week been, guys? Been good? Been up to much?
Me personally, no. Got back on Monday, had a weekend with the family at Butlins at Skegness. It was her 40th birthday for the daughter-in-law, so 27 of us went. Yeah, it was very entertaining. I've never been there before, actually. It was massive place, absolutely massive. I didn't realise how big it was, but yeah, enjoyed it. It was nice. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, Butlins is a good place to go. I like it.
To go now, Nige. God, everything's so expensive, man. Everything.
Yeah. It's cheap. Yeah. It's quite cheap to go though, isn't it? But actually, once you're in, it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
Well, they know you got you locked in then. You want beer? £10. You want beer? £10.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Not far.
What about you, Sheriff? Good week?
Working. I can actually say working. Amazingly. Working, mate. Work my fingers to the bone as usual.
Yeah, all right.
Start.
Fingers to the bone, mate. You don't know.
You text message me every night saying I'm sitting here in the van just waiting for someone to say something so I move the van forward. Hey?
It's stressful.
That's a stressful job.
That's it, isn't it, mate? The job's the job, isn't it? You just got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Fair dues. Okay, let's say hello to people. Evening, mate. How are
Adrian,
you?
big up.
Big up, Adrian.
Evening, Cam. How you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Big up, Cam.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Lisa joining us on Saturday night. Big up, Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the show. Okay, I'm going to start with this. It's a bit footbally tonight. I got to be honest.
What, all of them?
I apologise.
It's only 5 minutes, and then we just talk rubbish for the next hour and a half.
Well, it's still going to be quite rubbish, but just kind of footbally rubbish, if you know what I mean. So we'll start with the obvious, and we'll just go from there. So, obviously, thoughts of Ange Sacking. I know we've been speaking about it for 2 hours, and where do we go from here? So we'll just quickly go over it. How do you feel about Ange Sacking, and what do you think? What are you looking forward to going forward?
My thoughts on Ange Sacking? Thank God for that. Worst manager I've seen in my lifetime. The worst, bar none. He is at right. Did he
Don't
win
hold
his
back, Mark.
European trophy? Yes, he did. Am I grateful for that? Yes, I am, because I'm a Spurs fan. I'm a Spurs fan above being an Ange fan. But you cannot excuse 22 defeats in a league. We finished 17th, for God's sakes. The only time we finished lower than that, it's too early to swear. We were relegated. We were relegated. 1976, 77, whenever it was. I remember that. But that was Keith Birkinshaw that took us down, because he got left with the crap that Terry Neal left us with. And he come back up, and look what happened. FA Cup 2 years running. Europa League. UEFA Cup, sorry. Winners. Another final chucked in there, the Milk Cup, whatever it was called back then. Ange is the worst manager I've ever seen in my life. I'm allowed to swear?
Do it.
Thank fuck he's gone. Thank fuck he's gone. I wanted him out 18 months ago. Good fucking riddance. And take all the fucking fake Ange fans with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck off out of it. Fucking
Couldn't
worst
agree
manager
more.
I've ever seen in my life. Dreadful. Dreadful manager.
Right. Wow, that was quite heavy, Mark.
Well, I hate that.
Like
I
you,
can't
Cook.
stand him. Thank you for the European trophy. Now, fuck off. Simple as that.
As you know, Nige, I have been Ange out since the Chelsea debacle last season. Right now, I've done my slating. I've slaughtered the geezer. You know that. He's not for me. I just want to see now. We've won the cup, as Mark said. Thanks, Ange. Yep, you got there. However you done it, you done it. But that crap every week, like we discussed earlier, fans paying to go and watch the same thing every week in the league, and then coming out and admitting that basically they chuck the league away to concentrate on the Europa. How does that work for all the people that are paying all that dough to go there every week?
I know.
You know, so
I know.
I'm not going to slate him no more. He's gone now. He's gone. New manager coming in. We don't know who it is. It's looking a bit like it's going to be Thomas Frank. Let's just all get behind him. Let's get behind him and not slaughter the geezer until he actually does something wrong for 3 or 4 weeks and he ain't changing it. Do you know what I mean? Just get behind him. It's going to be difficult. You said it earlier, Nige, that whoever comes in, it's going to be they're on an hiding to nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So we just have to see how it goes, mate. And hopefully we'll get a bit of stability. We'll get a couple of decent players in. There might be 2 or 3 that are leaving. We get two or three players in. And if it is Thomas Frank that comes in, we know he's a coach. So
yeah,
he brings his coaching staff with him, gets coaching on these, especially the younger players that we've got, the Bergvalls, the Greys, and so on, and just get some structure to the team. You know what it's like for players that play first team regularly and that are a bit older, you know.
Yeah.
It sinks in a bit more, doesn't it? But when you're coaching youngsters, they're hearing it for the first time, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, like I say, let's just give them a chance, see what happens. It can't be league-wise. It can't be no worse, surely, than it has been this year.
Well, we're going down if it is.
No.
Yep. Yep.
Well, and can I just retract on my statement a little bit, like that I said, like Ange, like do one and whatever. Like,
yeah, go on.
Now, any manager that comes to the football club I support, I will be behind them 100%. We don't know who the new manager is going to be. So whoever it is, they will get my full backing until they piss me off. You know what I mean? Well, put it this way. We've only just finished our show, I know. But when Sabo was on that, he even said he'd done a video saying Ange is a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? I was like that exact. The first 10 games of the first season when we were top of the league, there weren't one of us that fucking hated him. There weren't one of us. Everyone was saying, "Oh, look at him! Look, look!" You know, we were all well behind him. But as that season went on, after the first 10 games and the Chelsea game happened, it was shocking, by the way.
Yeah.
And then, like, because after that 10 games, Chelsea was the 11th, and we were top of the league. Sky Sports had all these stats and that they do on Sky Sports News, and it was 96% of teams that are top after 10 games get top 4 finish. So I thought, oh, I would be in the top 4 then. He didn't even do that. That's how bad the drop-off was. We finished 5th in the first season. Everyone was, oh, yeah, look, we finished 5th. That was a disgrace. We were nailed on to be in the top 4. You know?
Agreed.
So when the Chelsea game happened, you thought, well, you know, let's see. But then he started up here, and it just went like that. The new manager, if he starts down at this level, and you can see it's slowly, you know, and we're improving, that's what I want. I want growth and progression in the team, not the shite that we've had to put up with for the last 2 years, apart from the first 10 games. Let's get that in there. But it's been shocking, man. Absolute. What was that stat? 78 points in 66 games.
Yeah.
You know, it's a joke thing. Really is. For a club of our alleged size, with the brand new Levy Dome built and all the rest of it behind the scenes, we should be up there competing. That's what that bloody stadium was built for. That's what we were promised anyway. It would take us to the next level to compete at the top. Level. Have we? We fucking regressed since that stadium opened.
Yeah.
You know, this is why I'm so much Levy out.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think if it is Frank that comes in, I think Levy gets the best of both worlds. Because if you look at the spend of what Frank's had at Brentford, and then you look at the sort of transfers in the region of sort of 10 to 25 million that we do, I would imagine that will suit Mr. Levy down to the ground.
Of course it will.
You know?
Yeah.
No, but, you know, he sacked him and the ball's in his court now at the end of the day, and he's either going to get someone in and back him, you know, or he's going to get them in to let them sink again. So we can only see what happens.
Yeah, he just can't do that, can he? He's got to back whoever comes in now. I know it's a silly question because we say it every time, but he's surely this time he's got to back somebody.
Well, he backed Ange, didn't he? Ange had 17 new players in bloody 2 years.
Back the wrong horse though, Mark, isn't he?
Well, obviously. It's like I said, Ange is the worst manager I've seen at my football club. And I've seen some pretty shit Tottenham teams, to be honest.
It's so difficult, isn't it? Because he won a trophy.
Yeah.
Well, he's still shit, though, man.
It's still shit, I know, but he won.
He took the
It's like
trophy, man.
when people saying it to me, and I say it myself, oh, he's the shittest manager we've ever. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm saying it, I can see him lifting that cup, and I'm like, but he's won a cup.
Well,
So
you got to give him that, but, right, this nonsense about Ange Bourne, the high press, high attacking fucking shit, how did we win that thing? We did the complete opposite of it. The man's an absolute fraud. I'm sorry, but he is. He's a fraud. The worst manager I've ever seen, and I stand by that, even though we won a European trophy, that I went to the parade and was absolutely arsehole.
Yeah.
was that? Didn't realise that.
Well, you know, it's like a night out when I go out there, or a day out, should I say?
let's get into some questions. I've had enough of like
Are these
managers
non-football
already.
stuff, though?
Kind of, well, it's kind of football related,
Oh, all right.
but hopefully fun.
Interesting.
Okay, so here's the first one. Night out with any current Spurs player, who would it be and why? Current Spurs player.
Current.
Let me think. Can I pick two?
If you want, yeah.
You crack on, man.
Yeah, well, I'd like to say that now hopefully we've got a coach coming in. Just going back on your thing a little bit. My main man, Mickey van der Ven. I want him to learn to head the ball. He's got everything else. Get the coach. Yeah, he's my man, Mickey. Mark will tell you. You know what I mean? When I first come onto YouTube, I was following Mickey van der Ven before he even come to Spurs, and I was so glad when we signed him over Todibo. When it was Todibo, was it him? The other one that they was after?
Tap Sober, I think, wasn't it?
Tap Sober, that's it. And I was so glad when we got him, and I hope he stays with us for a long, long time if his hamstrings stay up to it. You know what I mean? I love him.
Well, surely he's not going to be run to death under the new coach.
Well, I doubt. Well, let's hope not. You know, let's hope the new coach just drops them 10 yards and then we'll be all right then.
Yeah.
And don't invert the fullbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Mickey anyway.
Hang on. There you go.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I was right. That's it. I'll be back in a minute. Keep talking. Oh, the other one is I would like to get hold of Dominic Solanke, grab him round the neck, put him, on that 18-yard line and say, see that there, mate? That's what you've got to put the ball into. That's it.
It'd be nice.
I'll be back in a minute. I won't be a sec.
No worries.
Yeah.
Shower, who's yours?
Oh, well. Now, I'm chairman of the fan club for him. So obviously Brennan.
Brennan, yeah. Good
Mr.
choice.
Mr. Ole Ole. You know, I mean, yeah, but like for a night out, I mean, we know because we went the other week. Like a night out involves beer. Who's the drinker in the squad?
Well,
none of them probably these days.
Johnson definitely looked like a bit of a drinker at the parade.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He was wasted. He was absolutely wankered.
What was he? I don't know. I could barely see.
You're wankered yourself.
I could barely see by the time the bus come past, man.
Yeah, they couldn't get him off the stage at the end.
Oh, look at this.
He had the UEFA Cup, and he was just like,
Lisa,
he kept going bashing.
Is this on back? Is that your shirt backward? Is that backwards?
Yeah, I'll put it on back to front.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the fuck's going on here?
Lisa could have a nice little threesome, I'm sure.
There you go. Yeah. Steady on that, Nige. I'll just go over it and put it the right way. All right.
Steady on that, Nige.
I want to show my heavenly body off.
Yeah. No, Jesus Christ, mate. If you do that, man, me and Nige got no hope.
Exactly.
There you go. Look. Look how big this shirt is.
Shit, man.
Yeah, Spencer's a good shape.
There you go, mate. That's all right. Well,
I was going to say, right, is that before you started the diety thing?
Oh, yeah, this was way before the diety thing, mate. I mean, look at it. Look, it's like...
Shit, man. Jesus.
It's massive, mate.
Here we go. Mate, you're in.
Oh, dear.
Cookie, you're in, man. Look. Get a comment.
Them days are gone, Lisa, I'm afraid. No chance. Just ain't got it in me no more.
So you're going Johnson, Sheriff, yeah?
Well, yeah.
Night out.
Seeing as I am like chairman of the JDL, Johnson Defence League.
Chairman.
Yeah, I would go. I'd go Madders, just because I think Bit of darts in the pub. Bit of pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that'll do,
then you could like sleep it all off and have a game of golf the next day. I like me golf.
I'm rubbish at golf. I'm left-handed, so I can't hit it properly.
Of course you
It's
can.
like there's certain things that left-handed people can't do. One of them's play golf. The other one is iron.
There's loads of left-handed golfers, Nige.
Phil Mickelson,
Yeah, but
he
I
won
keep telling
majors.
myself I can't play golf because I'm left-handed. Same with it. I got away with that. I was married for like 20 years. I got away with that ironing at all because I said there's no left-handed iron, so I'm fine. I can't iron.
Happy days. Fair enough.
And your missus fell for that.
Yeah, I think so. Even that, I was just really bad at it. Probably the latter.
Well,
Right,
this was the trick I used to. If you were asked to do something and you thought, right, I got to do it to keep the peace, do it really badly, and then they'll never ask you again.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why we're both single.
Well, that could be one of the reasons we're both single.
It could be.
Say no more.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, right. The pub's shut. Time to go home. No.
Yeah. Right. Let's go for the next question. Right. Madison or Romero? One stays, one leaves. Who gets the Uber?
Shit, man.
Who gets the Uber?
One has to leave. One has to stay.
Yeah, Romero go, Madison stay.
Yeah. It's a difficult
Same.
one, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Decided. I said to Mark the other week, I'm not fannying around no more. When I'm hitting it hard now with my opinions, there's no pissing about. That's it. Romero, piss off. You don't want to be here. Go to Athletic or Rail or wherever you go.
Yeah. This is the thing, see. In the back of my mind, I think, well, maybe Romero's leaving anyway. I think Matters still wants to be it. I think Matters fell out with Ange. I think that was more than obvious to all of us. So I bet he's well happy he's left. I bet he ain't put no, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what they all do.
Statement, huh?
Did he?
Yeah, but I don't believe a word of it. I don't believe a word of any of their statements. I really don't.
What did his statement say? Why don't you fuck off and you should have gone 12 months ago?
Thanks for bringing me into the club that I love. And, you know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here and all this kind of crap. And, like, you've helped me. And I'm just like, really dropped you most of the time, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you took him off every fucking game, nearly. I mean, but you got to remember, these people, these, like, players, they don't run their social media accounts, do they? They, like, got people that do it for them.
No.
You know what I mean?
And they're not going to come out and, you know, and be horrible, are they?
It's not like me and you that when we, it's not like all us three, when we put shit on Facebook, it's like us. Whether it's good, bad, pissed up, whatever. You know, they got professional people running their social media accounts, aren't they? Whatever platform it's on. You know, so half the time you see a post from a footballer, it's not them anyway. It's just their team making crap up, isn't it? And I bet the club have told them as well. Because the club know. Because they all know what goes on internally. And if someone hated him and wanted him gone anyway, the club have said, none of that crap, like, see you later, I hated you anyway. They won't be allowed to do any of that.
No, exactly. But yeah, I would probably go Madison, Pete, Romero, Sal, just because, like you say, Romero's already kind of flirting with leaving anyway. And Madison had me at the parade. You know, when he interviewed and he said, I'm you know, I love this club. That was it for me. I was like, okay, you'll do for me, mate. Whether he meant it or not.
Did he say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he say that, didn't he?
Yeah, on the bus, he was like, you know, I love this club. And
I don't know.
Yes, you're my man.
By that stage, I was probably led on the carpet and coaching horses somewhere.
I think you probably were.
I think you'll see a different Madison next season.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to see him under a new manager.
Yeah.
I think we are going to. I do think we need to improve the front line. We definitely are at least two players short up there. But I think we are going to score bag for the goals next year. I really do.
What's this, Crooks? Yeah, I was going to say, what? See Sonny's statement about.
No,
Sonny
Manchester
said,
United?
yeah.
it's waffle, isn't it?
I can't believe any of them.
No,
It
no.
is. It's just waffle, isn't it?
Yeah.
How can he honestly
Random,
say that? He's been shocking, hasn't he? I think, but it's just where I think he's just lost a yard of pace, mate. And it was the same old thing, wasn't it? When he was on the wing, he very rarely had a go at his defender, like knock it 10 yards past and get on his bike. He
Right.
just used to get it and knock it back inside, and I think it just pissed everyone off because it was the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
As I said, like many times on many shows, whether it's Nigel's channel, Dan's, our channel, like, Sonny was never ever a winger. Ever. Same as Brennan Johnson. Johnson's not a winger either. I hope the manager comes in and he sees what tools he's got and where the players play their best football and he fits a system around that, you know? Not shoehorn players, like stick Sonny out on the left wing that he's hardly ever done. You know, Johnson on the right wing that he honestly can't do. He's right at coming in at the back post and tapping them in. But he's not a winger, nor is Sonny, in my opinion. When has Sonny ever played on the left wing?
Wasn't really, has he? I mean, he's
Well, he
more
might
of
have
an
done for
inside
Korea.
forward.
He might have done for South Korea. I don't bloody know. I don't watch Korean football. He might have done for his nation, but I don't know. But he's not a winger, nor is Brennan Johnson. You know, and Porro and Udogi, they were brought to the club as wing backs for Conte. They're not inverted fucking fullbacks.
Exactly.
You know, playing in the number 10 position. I want to see the new manager come in, play the players at what they're best at. Because let's face it, there's very rare you'll find a player that's brilliant at everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just play to their strengths. Play to their strengths. Get the best out of what you've got.
Agreed. Here's an interesting question from Rich. Big up, Rich. Mbuemo or Eze? You can only have one.
Eze for me.
Well, I'm going to be controversial here. And the reason I am going to be controversial is because I think the three of us agree that when a new coach comes in, as long as it is a coach and someone who knows about tactics, that Maddison is going to thrive next year, right? So I'm going to be controversial and say that as good as Eze is, we've got Maddison over there on that side, playing as the attacking midfielder, and so on. I know Eze sort of plays on the left, but he mooches about a bit like Maddison, doesn't he? He's sort of all over the place.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to say Mbuemo. And the reason I'm going to say that is, have you seen how many goals this geezer scored this season?
Yeah. He's
You know
he's
what I mean?
good.
So yeah, Brennan Johnson does score goals, but I think you might see next year, rather than a free, you know, Nigel, Mark, what we've spoke about in the past about maybe seeing a Brennan Johnson or a Son playing off of a Solanke like Son did with Kane.
Yeah.
You might see that this season. You might see that. And if Mbuemo came to Spurs, my God, that changes our attacking line. That one player transforms us. So I would have Mbuemo just because, you know, we've got Maddison.
I'm kind of thinking the same. I love Eze. And in an ideal world, I would love both of them.
Oh, yeah.
But like you say, we've got Maddison. We've got Kulu, who can also play that.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, we are sorely lacking on that right-hand side. I know we got Johnson, who scores goals. But
Again,
I think
Ole.
Mbuemo is just a different class.
Yeah.
And I'd probably go just Mbuemo.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For me, anyway.
Yeah, well, you'll see. Johnson the only guy to get a go. Yeah. Yeah. I still don't think he touched that ball in the cup final.
Didn't look like
Yes,
it.
he did. Yes, he did, definitely.
Did he?
Did he?
Can you
Was that
prove
10
it?
minutes before the cross come in?
1,000,000%. As you
Yeah.
saw in the short I did, I was singing his song outside the coach and horses.
You were.
I may have had a few,
Okay.
but even so.
Just
Okay, here's a
few.
question.
Oh,
Just seems we're in the pub. Top 5 Spurs players you'd want on your side in a pub fight.
hang on, I'm going to write them down.
Number one,
Wait, is this current squad? Yeah.
No, it can be whatever through history. Just
Fucking
5
number one,
players you'd
I,
want.
I got a feeling me and Mark's going to be very similar. Number one for me, Graham Roberts.
Yeah.
I just
Graham
want
Roberts.
to. Don't say another word. Don't
All
say
right.
another word. I've wrote nothing on here. Look, I was writing it as he said it.
There we go.
Number
There we
one.
go. See, there you go, brother. Me and you, very similar.
We probably get the rest wrong, but yeah.
Well, I
Let me
got to
think.
think now. Who's the?
All right, 2 sacks.
Yeah, it's all
hang
right.
on.
He's gone. You
Hang
keep
on, mate.
talking, Sheriff, because I'm writing.
We're in charge now, I think.
Yeah.
Nigel's gone for a piss, I think. Trouble is, we can't bring the comments up.
CEM. Look at the screen, sir. CEM. If I can get me. Yeah, look.
No, it's a struggle, mate, isn't it?
Is it not doing it?
No.
I'm trying. It's not happening.
Yeah, I
It
know.
might be because I'm there like that. No, it's not doing
If you
it.
switch your background off, mate.
Yeah,
all
look.
right.
Dave Mackay.
See, that's before my time, mate. I know
That's
you're
the
only
second one. Look what CEM's put at the bottom.
Robbo Mackay.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, allegedly. Well,
Can
can you actually remember him, mate?
Dave Mackay was just a little bit before my time.
Yeah, I was going to say you're only a couple of years older than me.
But he was one hard.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that famous picture in it when he's got matey from Leeds
Billy
up by the throat.
And he's
Yeah. Razor Ruddock, that's another shout.
Yeah, I'd have Razor, definitely.
He's a hard man. Who was the hard man at Tottenham?
Paul Miller. He was quite hard, wasn't
Yeah, well,
he?
Yeah, Flipper. Yeah. Yeah. Joe Jordan as an assistant.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You didn't piss about with him either, did you?
Uh,
He had bloody matey that we wanted as manager, didn't he? On the touchline.
Chuso.
Yeah. And he was like a racist or something, and all the fans kicked up.
oh, you
Rico.
remember who
Van
did
den
used
Hal.
to put it? You remember who used to put it about a bit, didn't you? Stefan Freund.
Shoot. Every time we got the
Yeah.
ball, what? Shoot.
Yeah, but he used to get stuck in a little bit as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, Pat Vandenau as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Van den Hal wasn't.
When he was having a piss, Nige, we just mentioned Razor Ruddock as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Rudder.
He was hard as
One
nails.
more. One more.
Yeah.
Who would I want?
Lovely bloke as well.
Mm.
Thinking, who would I want?
Wanyama was a bit of a beast,
He's
wasn't
monstrous.
he? But so many.
Not because he was dirty, but just the size of him. Someone like Ledley King. He's enormous.
He was big.
Yeah.
Big. Well, even
Wanyama, definitely. He was like a man mountain.
I'm trying to think of like the old players.
Yeah.
Like
Someone
Mark
who's
Wagner
like,
was quite a big guy.
yeah. So someone who's definitely Graham Roberts was top of the list. If you're talking about hard men at Spurs, Graham Roberts, honestly, Jesus, was he a tough guy? Run through a brick wall, anything.
That's what coming from Weymouth does for you. All those nights out in Weymouth, so you're getting the train back.
Well, you saw what goes on the train back, mate. Jesus.
Jesus, it all kicked off when you got off. I thought you'd be in the middle of it.
I'll be honest, mate. I was that tired because I was on nights and I only had an hour's sleep. I just went on, and then you messaged me and said there was a bloody great scrap on the platform. I was like, hey, was there? Don't know. I wandered off.
I was glad I was sat on the train still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that train's always like that, mate. There's normally bloody transport police on there because all the people in my town go to Weymouth on a day, get pissed up, beers involved, and there's always a fight on the train coming home. Always.
So I've got 5. A couple of them have been mentioned in the chat, but the 5 I would give are Graham Roberts, Dave Mackay, Neil Ruddock, Stefan Freund, and Pat Vanden Houwe. I'm sure.
Christ, yeah.
I am sure there are many more, but I know that all those would have a tug with anyone pretty much on the football field anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Ben Thatcher as well, Luke. Yes, he was.
He was nasty, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was nasty. Yeah. Roberts was good though, you know, because even though he could leave one on a player, right? I've told you about this story before, right? Graham Roberts was playing against Arsenal, and I was there, so I saw it. It's not like I've read it or it's been made up. I was actually there, and I was behind the goal at the Paxton end, and Spurs were defending the Park Lane end, so they were shooting towards us. But anyway, Arsenal cleared the ball down the wing. Charlie Nicholas is running down the wing, and Graham Roberts is coming across, right? Yeah. Graham Roberts got the ball. He got Charlie Nicholas, right? And he went straight over the advertising audience, right? There was no foul given, no nothing, and he done him proper.
Straight in the crowd.
Early on, and I mean he done him proper. You never saw Charlie Nicholas in the game again. Never saw him.
It's a way, mate, isn't it?
At any time. And when all that was taken out of football, you know, many moons ago, because you can't touch anyone anymore, you know, it was the worst thing that ever happened because it was all part of football. It's not like, you know, don't get me wrong, there was dirty tackles from time to time, but it was all part of it. It was all part of it. And when it all got took away, I think that football changed.
Yeah. I mean, you imagine someone like Jimmy. I mean, you imagine someone like Jimmy Greaves, right? I mean, he was that good a striker. People used to target him to hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people like Glenn Hoddle, how good he was. People used to kick him and get away with it.
Yeah.
You know, there was no fouls or penalties given. Literally, they used to go in trying to bloody kill the player. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is like when football was football. It was a man's game.
Look at Roy Keane on Haaland when he done Haaland. Yes. When he done Erling Haaland's dad.
And that's not so long ago, mate. All right, it might be 20 years ago, but 20 years ago to me is recent. You know what I mean? 20 years ago to me is recent.
If no one's ever seen that and you want to see it and you want to see someone do someone, it's clipped up on there. You can go and find it. Just type it in, Roy Keane tackle on Haaland. Erling Haaland.
Walking, didn't he, before he...
Wow. God. It was bad. Yeah. It was really bad.
It's a cracking tackle. Wasn't anyone in? I don't think even the ball was anywhere like within like 20 feet of him.
No. He done him good and proper, didn't he?
Yeah. I will say, guys, please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Two Marks Show. They are absolutely smashing it. 412 now, boys. So,
thanks, everyone.
If you get the chance, please subscribe to Pure Coys as well. I am chasing down 700. I feel like I've been chasing down 700 for about 6 years, but, you know, it is.
We'll get you there, Nige.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Exactly. Stamp on Southgate, yeah. That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the stamp on Southgate? Was that in the semi-final of the cup?
Don't know what game it was in.
I remember, I don't know, or quarter-final. It was somewhere at Villa Park, wasn't it?
Not
think.
sure on that one.
But
Gotta
yeah,
remember.
Roy Keane was a Spurs fan as well.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
he?
But he still is, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did we?
Yeah.
I thought when he's on the bloody thing, he always slags us off. When he's doing his like bits in the studio, and that. Because did you see Madison with him when he was on about like the Madison clip with him when he was in the TNT studio or something?
Yeah. No, it's funny. It's funny. I like Roy Keane. He's probably my favourite of all the like the pundits. He just says how it is.
Says it how it is, Nige, doesn't he? That is it. Yeah.
Exactly. And this is good point, Luke. We slag off our own team too.
Yeah.
Well, there is that, I suppose. Yeah. Well, to be honest, he only probably started doing that when Ange took over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to. I've got to look forward to now. We're going places. Don't know what our manager's going to be, but
Yeah.
who do you think it'll be?
The quad is on next year.
Is like seriously, who do you think the manager will be next season? Do you think it'll be Frank?
Yeah.
The bookies are hardly ever wrong, are they?
No, I keep looking. I keep refreshing.
Oh, personally, I'd like Xavi. I said to Mark a few times, if that could ever happen, because I think he works on a transfer embargo, didn't he, in Barcelona? And he had to bring some kids through. Still managed to win the league one year. But I don't think it'll be him. I think it'll be Thomas Frank. But like we discussed earlier, I'm not too off with that. He's a coach, and that's what we need. So, and as long as he brings his coaches with him, then I don't see a problem with that. To be honest.
Well, we ain't got none. So we ain't got none now. They've all been sacked, did they?
Yeah, all got sacked today, didn't they?
Yeah.
Apart from Matty Wells, he hasn't been sacked, has he? He's still there.
No, he's there. He's there. Three of them went, didn't they? Jedinak.
Yeah.
And
Jedinak,
two others.
a guy from Hibs and someone else.
Yeah,
someone's just posted.
Montgomery.
Someone's just posted on Twitter that it's got a picture of Frank and it's saying signed, sealed, and delivered. Thomas Frank Day on Monday.
Oh, that'd be nice.
See. It's Twitter. It could be bollocks.
Is it a reputable person?
No, I don't know. It's not from a source. It's not from a journalist. It's just somebody posted it, so we'll see. But I've seen a few people tonight post stuff saying like, "Yeah, Frank's got it," but we'll see.
Yeah, there was a comment you brought up on our show, man. Something about was it Frank has said he wants Tottenham to match Man United's bid for Mbuemo.
For Mbuemo, that did come up.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I think that's too far down the road, that deal, isn't it, for him with Man United? That's the only problem.
I mean, to be honest, I'd like a lot of things in life. I'd like to sleep with this young lady on the left-hand side here, but that's not going to happen. But, like, manager-wise, I'd sooner Mr. Blobby than Ange. I'd said that, anybody, as long as they're a coach. And he plays the players to their strengths. Not shoehorn them in a system where they're obviously not suited to. Play the players to their strengths and get the best out of them. Put it this way. Have I said this already on the show, or was this the last one? I'm behind any manager that comes to Tottenham until they piss me off. Until they piss me off, I'm behind anybody. Next manager that comes in, I'll be fully invested in it. Until he starts doing stupid shit that I can't be behind. Because at the end of the day, we're all fans. We all want our club to win. But I cannot get behind stupidness.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
Let's see
definitely.
what else it said. Members guy. Trust Mark to turn the strings. That's what Mark does.
It could have been Jerry Gell. In answer to CEM's question,
What's
who was it who was trying to take Aussie out in the final, and Roberts took
right?
him out instead? I can't. It could have been Jerry Gow. Trying to think of the other fella's name.
Yeah, he played for Man City, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, could
I'll
have
try and remember the name because I was
Well,
actually.
it's at our age, mate. The memory's not the same, is it?
This is the problem, Mark.
Yeah.
The problem.
Nothing's the same at our age, is it?
No, definitely
You
not.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, dear. Okay, here's another question. Get involved in the chat. Let's hear your dream five-a-side team. Spurs legends only. They can play now as well, but they have to have played for Spurs. So 1 keeper, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and a striker.
Okay.
That's 6, man.
6.
Yeah, good point. 6-side team. I forgot the keeper.
Yeah. You're having a marriage. What's going on?
No, well, I've had a couple of Murtys, mate. So you know.
Oh.
But yeah. So I
Did
think
you realise the
mine
6
would
side
be
now back, don't you?
Yeah.
a 6-side.
Right. Do I say with my heart or my head?
Go with your heart.
Yeah.
Let's change that to 6.
Do you want me to go first, mate? If you're still doing
Yeah,
it?
I'm just jotting down. Go on, you carry on, Mark.
Right.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper's got to be Pat Jennings.
Nice.
Got to be. Got to be. Oh, this is not a lifetime thing, is it?
No.
You're not nicking our ideas, are you? I'm just
No.
asking.
Well, I've wrote mine down now, just so
Yeah.
you know.
The keeper's got to be Pat Jennings. I'll go from my lifetimes. I'm not sure what happened before I was born. 2 defenders, you said?
Yeah.
Ledley King, definitely. 1,000,000%. Every day, twice on Sundays. Ledley King is one of them. Now, this is where the heart overhead thing comes in. You know who I want to put in there?
Yes.
Put who you want in there, mate.
Nah, Mabs has got to go in there.
It's quite really.
Yeah, you know, I ain't got to say that story again, but it's got to be Mabs. Would you say 2 midfielders?
2 midfielders. Or you can put 1 midfielder and 2 strikers. It's up to you.
Nah, the 2 midfielders is easy.
Yeah.
Hold the God
Yeah.
in Gaza. The second best player I've ever seen play for us. And the striker. So many great strikers, but I'm going to have to say Kane. I'm going to have to. I know it's a recent one, and people are going to expect me to say Berbatov, but Harry Kane's top scorer. What more do you want?
Mark?
Yes?
It's fucking 6 aside. That's all.
That's what I said.
I know. It's not like 90 minutes on a Saturday. It's 6 aside for 10 minutes.
I've just said... No, but Kane is probably the best striker I've seen for us. He's not in my fucking all-time one, but...
Please, everyone, go back and watch Mark's lifetime team.
Well, I'm a bit embarrassed about mine, mate, because we decided it was only going to be 20 minutes, so I had to just ramble a load of nonsense, and it finished. Everyone else's has gone on for like fucking nearly an hour.
It's all right, mate.
Mine didn't. Mine was shorter than yours.
No, yours and Nigel's and Sheriff's were about 10 seconds apart, I think.
Yeah, but there we are. But at the time, we were trying to keep them to 20-ish minutes.
It was, yeah, but they ended up being an hour, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a couple of other teams going through. Aaron's going Lloris, King, Jan, Modric, Bell, Berbatov. That's a pretty shit hot team, I got to say.
Yeah. Yes.
Kem is going for Jennings, King, Roberts, Hoddle, Gaza, Ginola. I like
Nice.
that. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Ginola as your
Who's the
front man.
striker out of them, though?
Well, anyone could be, couldn't they? Could take it in turns.
Well, yeah.
And then Dave Clark, big up Dave, was going for Jennings, Perriman, Van der Hout, Dembele, Modric, Greaves. Again, another top
Yeah.
side.
Showing your age.
I never
there.
saw Jimmy Greaves, so.
Bit of strength at the back in the midfield.
I've got mine here if you want to hear it. I mean, I will
Yeah,
say that I haven't put Ledley King in because he's got a dodgy knee.
Kick him out, Nudge.
You know what I think about Ledley King is he's just a ledge, full stop, at the end of the day. But I've gone for a bit of I've gone for big hands, big Pat. Because 6-a-side goal, mate. He's only got to stand there and stretch his arms out, and with them big hands, nothing's going in anyway. You know what I mean? So big Pat in goal. Then I've gone for a bit of what do you call it? If they get through our midfield, I'm taking you out. So I've gone for Graham Roberts, and I've gone for Stevie P as me back two, Stevie Perriman.
Yeah.
Then I thought, I want a bit of culture in midfield, and I also want someone to just hold on to the ball and never let it go to an opponent. So I've gone Moussa Dembele.
I knew you were going to say that.
And Glenn Hoddle.
If you hadn't have had Hoddle in there, mate, you'd have been definitely kicked off.
And then up front, the one, the only, Jurgen Klinsmann.
Nice.
That's me. That's me.
That's a good team.
Hang on.
Good team. Ed M is going for Kane in goal. Great choice. You know,
he did play in goal.
He did play in goal, yeah.
So did Glenn
he lost.
Hoddle. And so did Glenn Hoddle. I saw Glenn Hoddle playing goal.
He did, yeah.
Kane lost me £100. I put a bet on that game that Kane scored a hat-trick in. I said Spurs, I think it was 5-0. They're 5-0 up, and then Kane went in goal and let that goal in. It cost me £100. But, King, Hoddle, Gaza, Ginola, Berbatov, great side. Don't forget 6 side. Exactly. Big Pat and Kenny Everett.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, he did.
He did, I remember. He used to give me nightmares.
Yeah.
Jennings, Roberts, King, Hoddle, Gaza, Kane, all really good sides. Pretty much same as yours then. Big, okay. Lisa, terrible.
At least
you got big hands, guys. My hands are tiny.
Richest man agrees with me anyway. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you never get the ball off him.
No.
Never.
No, definitely not.
This is a big feat that matters. Apparently. Allegedly, yeah. Mine would be.
Yeah, come on, let's see your team.
I'm gonna go for Robbo's because Robbo's a great in goal, and then I'm gonna go for Roberts and Vertonghen midfield, Hoddle and Modric. I like that, and I'm gonna go for Robbie Keane up front just because he's little, diminutive, can get in, and he's got lots of skill on a 6-a-side pitch.
Yeah.
I think that'd do it for me.
Definitely. That sounds like a good team, that, Nige.
Yeah. Dave's a size 12. So
say no more, Dave.
You want to say about big feet?
Big socks.
Tumbleweed. What'd they say about big feet?
Big socks.
Big socks, yeah. Expensive shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for another question. This is So, should we build?
I've just seen the next. My God. You just.
Just get up. They would fuck feet. Sizes and everything. It's what you do with it, apparently. That's what I was always
That's
told.
it. That's it, isn't it?
Allegedly.
It helps, though.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, let's go for it.
Oh,
Let's
my
build
God.
the ultimate Spurs flop 11. Like the worst players in every position. Get involved in the chat. Let us know. Let's start with the keeper. Who has been the worst ever Spurs keeper? We've had some bad ones. Bobby Mims was shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken remembers.
For all the older people in the chat, I've got to ask this question. Does anyone remember Milja Alexic?
Yes.
I remember the name.
Yeah. I remember him.
Can't remember
He was all right,
how
wasn't he?
good or bad he was. I just can't remember.
Yeah, he was all right, wasn't he?
I think he was.
He didn't play a lot, did he?
No,
Callum I quite liked.
back in the 80s when he Milja Alexic, was he? Or was he? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely an 80s keeper.
Yeah.
Was he around, sort of knocking around the same time we had Clements? And
I can't remember, Mark.
Yeah.
He didn't play that often.
He was the one. He was the one carried off when Hoddle went and go at Old Trafford.
I saw Glenn Hoddle go away at Ellen Road, Leeds.
Did you?
Yeah, 1970 that.
Espen Bardson, he was a weird one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he retire at like 23 or something? Just got bored of playing football.
Yeah. Bobby Mims, he got pelters, mate.
Yeah, for me,
He
Bobby
got
Mims is the
Big
one.
pelters he did.
Yeah. Yeah, and I never rated Walker either. I used to think he used to let some he used to go straight through him a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was the one that we signed and on his debut? You know when they used to make the divot to take the goal kicks and stuff?
Yeah.
It hit the divot and bounced over his shoulder. It was his debut. Because he'd sort of scuffed the ground like a rugby player used to do, take the conversions. And it hit that and flicked over his shoulder and went straight in. It was a simple, might have been a back pass. I don't know.
Tottenham one. Tottenham keeper.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on his debut.
I know it happened to Tim Flowers, didn't it, when he played for Blackburn?
And it happened to Paul Robinson for England, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been England then. That was his debut, I think.
Not sure. It might have been.
No.
I know it hit a bump, didn't it?
What I'm thinking of then.
Yeah, it hit a bump. He swung at it. It just went straight over his foot, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Taking notice of me, I'm a bit seen that. To be honest.
Yeah, Mims flew like seagulls.
I mean, we were talking backstage. I thought Father's Day was tomorrow.
It's next week, isn't it?
It is next week. I even phoned my daughter earlier, my youngest, and said, "Oh, I went in Tesco's and I said I bought my Father's Day shirt. Just send me 30 quid." She said, "Do one." I thought it was tomorrow, man.
No, it's next week.
Well, yeah,
he did.
Yeah. So I think, who are we going for? I got my little team there.
Well, it's where'd you get this from then? What's all this going on here, mate?
I think I might give it to you
what's
guys.
going on here, mate?
Yeah, I know. There's this stealing culture going on in the world these days. It's just like, like no asking or nothing like that, Mark. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'll just put their screen up on the thing and see.
Hang on a minute, mate. Right. I think he told.
Changing my name to Ange. Hold on. Yeah, go on.
I think he told us to use that anyway when we had the idea to do our show.
Did he?
I think so. I think so.
You didn't.
It's all right then. I'll take it. I'll take it down.
No, But I'm sure it was you that told us to use that, Nigel, when we were doing
I
our
think
show.
it was, but I think
Yeah.
it was. But we all agreed though. Mims then. So we're going for Mims in goal, yeah? Because he's pretty crap, wasn't he? I can't think of
Yeah,
anyone else.
I'd say
Yes,
Bobby
possibly.
Mims. From what I can remember.
Yeah.
Here, do.
I don't think you need a point.
We can put that team up again, Nigel. We were only joking. You can put the screen up.
Oh, I
You
couldn't
told
see
me.
it anyway. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it anyway, mate. To be honest, it was too small.
Yeah,
So-
it's small. It is small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we're going, 4-4-2.
Yeah, we just go 4-4-2.
Right.
It's
writing all
okay.
this
What
down.
about left back?
I can write it all down, Nige, so we've got it. All right.
Don't get
Yeah.
it mixed up with our thing, mate, because you might get fucking Bobby Mims in goal for the greatest ever.
No, I'm on a different pad, Mark. It's all right.
Aye, that's all right, mate.
We're all good. I've gone Bobby Mims then. I've wrote it down now.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll stick 4 backs in the same one, left and right back. So who are we going for? Trying to think some bad left backs and right backs.
Trouble is, you only remember the good
Tramezzani.
ones. You only remember the good
Tramezzani was
ones,
pretty
don't you?
Yeah,
All the
it's
shit
hard.
ones.
It's hard to remember the shit ones.
Yeah, of course it is. You remember the good ones like Stephen Carr and people
My
like
lord.
that, you know?
My lord.
What's right back was a bald-headed jock who broke his ankle when running into the seats. Who was that? Bald-headed jock who broke his ankle. Oh, was that There wasn't. Oh, what's his name?
Who?
Fuck them, I
The
know.
guy who played for Villa as well. Oh, I can't remember his name now.
How far are we going back?
It's not that long, is it? Well, I'm thinking if it's the same guy, it's not that long.
Bald-headed fella.
Could have been 10 minutes ago and I wouldn't remember.
Gilberto was pretty bad. Tramezzani definitely. And the Korean fullback, was it Lee Pyong-yu?
Yeah, Lee Pong Yu, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think he was that bad, but Clive Wilson, remember him?
Yeah.
Who was the one that we brought from Southampton? Because we played him a couple of weeks before that, and the Spurs fans were singing "You're Spurs and you know you are," and he was rubbish. He come from Southampton and never really hit it with us. He was good for them, but crap for us.
God, I can't remember.
I might be him. Richards.
Richards, he was centre back, wasn't he?
Oh, Dean Richards.
Yeah.
Dean Richards.
Centre half.
Yeah, he passed away, didn't he? Like
Yeah.
36 or something.
Oh, we won't put him in then. Let's be respectful. I didn't realise that. I'm sorry I brought that up.
Ian Holden.
Feel a bit guilty now.
Right back, late 80s, Ian Holden. I think I remember his name. He was awful. Can't remember him at all.
No. There was a lad. I don't think it was Holden. What was his name? Ian. It rings a bell with me.
Hendon?
Hendon.
Hendon, yeah.
Ian Hendon.
That's it, yeah.
He played for us, yes.
Honestly, mate, I ain't got a Scooby you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember the name, can't remember him playing.
Trouble is, you've asked like a weird question there, because you only remember the good ones, don't you? All the crap ones is like gone, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. I know what you mean, yeah.
I mean, those first two are pretty right, aren't they? Gilberto, he was like, and Tramezzani weren't all that, was he?
No. Yeah. No, I'd go. Yeah. Alan Hutton, he was talking about, Dave Clark.
Yeah,
I thought he was all right. But it's weird, isn't it, how we all think differently about players. Because I thought Hutton was half decent.
I don't know.
Amy I quite liked.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of. Could say Gareth Bale was a shit left back until he got the thing off his back about winning a
He
game.
was pretty shit, to be fair.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
shout, mate. That's a shout, because weren't we like 3-0 up against Bolton or something? And Harry chucked him on and said, right, if you lose every game he played, we lost or we didn't win.
Hmm.
And Harry
Yeah.
chucked him on when we were 3-0 up or something. And he said, right, if we lose this one, you're being fucking told.
Yeah. Yeah, Bell was pretty bad at left back, but
Yeah.
Kerslake was. Didn't we get Kerslake from Swindon?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty. We had some shockers, didn't we?
Are we still doing left back?
Well, full backs, yeah.
Oh,
I was going to say at this rate, mate, this fucking show will be going still at 3 a.m. And we'd have got to midfield.
I reckon.
Right.
I think the first two that were picked were pretty accurate.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, me too. Gilberto and Tramezzani.
Yeah, we'll go for
I
that.
think they might have
They'll
both
do.
been left backs, but we'll stick them in. They do. Yeah, Sheriff's got a place to be. He's got a thingy to.
Yeah, I got to be with the Bengals at 11:30. No. I wish.
What's he like now, Sheriff? Have you seen her? She's still hot.
I don't want to talk about it. Put it this way, one of my ex-missuses said to me, she texted me and said, you know when I used to do Top of the Pops too? Remember that?
Yeah.
When that was on?
Yeah.
And she said to me, Bangles are live and it's on BBC Two now. Top of the Pops 2. The Bangles are on there. She knew I love the Bangles. So I immediately put BBC Two on and it ruined it, mate.
Oh, did it?
They're,
She didn't age well then.
they're all like, they're probably all 60 now. And even back then, that would have been, I'd have been 30, so they'd have probably been, they looked old and they didn't know that there's the picture behind me, mate.
Oh,
Sort of ruined it for me. I'd still give it a go, though, to be honest. Not bothered.
Not fast. Yeah. Okay, let's go centre halves.
I know anyone puts
What's
Gary
that about?
Mabbott in there, you'll be blocked immediately. Just saying.
Ricardo Rocha was pretty bad.
Yes.
I think Doherty has to go in there, doesn't he? Surely.
No, it's got to be Rocker and Campbell, isn't it?
So Campbell, yeah, he's got to go in just for what he did.
Well, Sol Campbell's got to be put in just for spitefulness.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we're not giving too much away, but in the Lifetime things that's coming out now, how many people, mate, have put Sol Campbell in?
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Shocking behaviour.
Well, you can say that, but to be honest, right, we're only pissed off with Sol Campbell. I've said this on all the streams we've done, and people have picked him that are yet to come out. Please watch Mondays at 5 p.m. Get that in there. I've always said Tottenham fans won't be so pissed off if he wants a good. If he was crap, no one would give a shit.
I'll tell you what, that's a great shout, that Willie Young. He was fucking shocking, mate.
See?
He came from
my
Arsenal.
God. Now, you know what I mean? So, I would never have thought of Willie Young because I was only a kid, right? But, oh, fuck me. He was awful. He was like 6'3", 6'4", big old lad, but he just couldn't move. You know, he's a centre half.
Not remember him. Yeah.
He was terrible, Willie Young. He was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought him from Arsenal, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
I miss saying. It's like Crook saying Doherty Young. Do you remember Luke Young?
Luke Young, yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought he was more of a right back when he Luke Young, or did we
Yeah, I
just
think
use him
so.
there?
I think he
Yeah,
was more of a right
Gardner.
back, but Gardner, yeah, he was pretty dreadful. God, we've had some shockers.
Yeah, we have.
And the
So who
one
are we
above.
going for at centre half?
If you put the one above up, what Ed M said,
South
Yeah,
Africa.
Mabazela.
Mabazela.
Mabazela,
Yeah.
and
Kumalo. Can't remember
never
the
heard,
second one, but Mabazela
never heard
scored
of
that
it.
absolute screamer, didn't he, against Leicester?
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's literally all he did.
Who we going for then, chaps? Alton Felwell was more of a left back, I believe, if I remember rightly. He may well have played centre half, but I remember him playing left back. That might have been one of them. He was a centre half, but you know, when you remember him playing, he was playing out of position.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Scott. Oh, he was shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends how facetious you want to be, really, because I mean, now Kevin Scott's come up, it's like I forgot all about him as well. He was fucking shit, mate.
Yeah.
Kevin Scott, and then you got like, depends if you want to put fucking, if you want to be facetious and put Sol in there or someone like, you know, any of these.
I don't think you can put as.
Yeah.
See, we only hate him because he was so good. So
he
you
was
can't.
good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was.
You can't really put him in there.
All right, we
But-
won't put Campbell in that.
No, we can't because all the Tottenham fans hate him because he was so good. If he was a Kevin Scott, no one would give a shit he went there.
No. True. True. So I think we go for Kevin Scott plus one other.
Yeah.
So either Willie Young, who I didn't really see.
Oh, mate. Willie Young was like, Kevin Scott was fucking Ronaldinho compared to Willie Young.
Oh, well, he's got to go in then.
Fucking trust me, he
Okay.
was fucking atrocious, mate. Sorry for swearing, but he now CEM's brought his name up, but he was fucking awful. He
Put
really
him in
was.
there then. Kevin Scott and Willie
Right.
Young, that'll do.
Kevin Scott, Willie Young, that's our centre half partnership. This is
That's us
almost
conceded
handshake.
fucking 100 goals this year. Fucking hell, what a
Would
shit
they be played?
that is.
Would those two be played as a two on the halfway line?
If
Just
Andy
them
was a
two.
manager, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
right,
them
yeah.
two on their own.
I can imagine Willie Young now doing a recovery run of Mickey van der Ven. Mickey's got there, you know, on the 6-yard line, and Willie Young's still fucking in between the halfway line and the 18-yard box. That's how slow he was. God, he
Right,
was
guys.
fucking awful, mate. Shocking.
Central midfield. 2 players. Let's bash them out.
Right, let me have a think. Oh, my mate's going. I'm going to write my mate down because I know a lot of people will probably like him, but he's fucking.
Who was the one that ripped his shirt off and stormed down the tunnel when Harry Redknapp was manager?
Is that Hossam Ghali?
Yeah, him. Stick him in immediately.
I'll be back in a minute, chaps. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, stick him in immediately.
Yeah, I was saying Ghali.
Yeah, there we go.
Sam
Yeah.
Booley, he was pretty
Yeah.
average. God.
Trouble is, you don't remember the
Yeah.
shit ones, do you, Nigel?
No. No. So I
just
wasn't
like-
overly a massive fan of Vinny Samways, but I know he did quite well.
Yeah, he did a job, didn't he?
I think some 80s like central midfielders.
Trouble is, in the 80s, we won stuff, and they won, you know, they were all sort of half sensible.
Yeah. Terry Fennick's a good shout, but he was actually, again, he was quite decent.
Yes, I quite liked him.
Scored a lot of penalties, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gerald McMahon hung around for years. He was awful, yeah. What about Darren Caskey? He had good hair, but
Yeah.
wasn't great.
This is it, Nudge. See, I only remember the good ones. Like, you know, the shit ones is sort of like, you just forget about them, don't you?
Yeah.
Definitely that bloke. Well, I only remember him because he ripped his shirt off and threw it on the floor and stormed down the tunnel, and he was never seen again. Yes,
Exactly.
Ben knows. I'm out with them tonight, mate. They've all come. They've all come down to see
They're
me.
quiet. They're not saying a lot, but you know.
No, I'm singing. Well, when the show finishes, I'll be singing Manic Monday and performing various acts that we won't talk about on here.
This is the perfect place to talk about it, Mark. What are you talking about?
Well, it is normally, isn't it? But we've got an audience, so I can't talk about
Liverpool.
my strange versions on here.
Livermore was pretty bad, to be honest. Sean Davis, I quite liked again, and
Yeah,
Michael
see?
Brown.
Yes,
They're
it
not
is.
the
Like I
best
said,
players.
Nudge, it's so difficult. Like, you don't remember the crap ones, do you?
No.
Did I have a
No.
Manic Monday? Yeah. Well, it was all right. I was at work, obviously.
What about Andy Reid? Where did he play? Was he like a left-sided player? I can't remember.
This is where we need Cookie back. He's the one. He's the one that's not had a drink. I don't know what he's doing. I can hear nonsense going on in the background.
Don't know what he's doing. Polinia, yeah, he was disappointing.
Yeah. He was one. Was he one of the seven that we bought with Gareth Bale money?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he went to buy.
Really excited with
Didn't
him.
he end up at Barcelona? He was brilliant.
Hey, he played well for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Scored that back heel for us, didn't he, against Cardiff?
Mm.
But didn't do a lot else. Yeah, left midfield, Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Thought he would. Had a good left foot. Good left foot. I'm struggling to think of any central midfielders that were really, really bad. Come on, Cookie. We need you.
Nothing wrong with Amstel. They want to sponsor the channel and that. Just send it to me.
What would you do, Mark, if like Amstel got in contact and said we want to sponsor the Two Marks show?
I'd be all over it. Absolutely all over it. I'd just don't send it to where Cookie lives. Just send it to me. I'll look after it.
So, yeah. You won't get anything else. No money. You just get an Amstel.
What, a lifetime supply?
I don't know about that. It might be like a every week or something. It's better than nothing, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Anything in life is better free, isn't it?
Exactly.
Would you turn down anything free in life?
No, not often.
Exactly.
Not often. Tarak, he was again. He had all the skill, didn't he? But it's just like a bad attitude. Holtby,
Yes,
again,
Holtby.
another one. I quite liked Holtby, but
Yeah.
he did it, did he? But on Leonardson, that was not great, but
It's a
scored a few
shame.
goals. Andy, yeah, too right. Andy, he was so fat, but you know, good player. I liked Andy Reid.
Yeah, we're only choosing two players, aren't we?
Two players, yeah, centre mid.
There's got to be that Galley in it for ripping his shirt off.
Hodgson Garley. Okay, we'll put Garley in now.
Yeah.
Um,
It's got to be him. I can't
Garley
remember
and-
the damn thing he'd done as a footballer, but ripping his shirt off and storming down the tunnel, and he was never seen again. He's got to be in there. Whether he could have been messy, but just for doing that, he's got to be in there.
He did get his teeth kicked in though, didn't he?
Did he?
I think it was at Portsmouth. He went down or something, got kicked in the face and lost his teeth. Got his teeth kicked out, which is quite nice. But,
Well, yeah, especially after what went on afterwards.
William
It's like I
Clawson
said,
I quite
it's so
liked.
difficult. Yeah, it's another one.
Scored a couple against United, didn't he? Like last game of the
Yeah,
season. And then we didn't see him again. I think he had to retire through injury.
he
Hopefully
was only
worked
young
hard.
though
Yeah,
when was he young when he come to us?
Hopefully.
Lewis Holtby. I thought he was only
Yeah.
young. I don't know.
He's still, he was
As you
still
know,
playing, wasn't he? Until like a year ago.
I was going to say I'm bloody like senile anyway. So
Yeah. Of course. Getting on, mate, and we.
yeah, Black
What the fuck are
Shadow.
you doing?
I don't know. This is where the one that hasn't had a drink has left us.
The Oracle. We need the Oracle.
Yeah, we need him.
Evening audio. So centre
Big up,
mid,
mate.
mate. We just decide centre mid. So we're
Yeah,
going to go for Hossam Ghali
yeah, he's got to be in
and
there.
give us a name, chat. Give us one name, central midfielder who was crap for Spurs. The next name that comes up is who we're going with in the centre
It better not be
midfield.
Glenn Hoddle. Let's put it that way. Or Gaza.
No, it's got to be. It's got to have been crap.
Yeah, it's got to be a sensible one.
Yeah. So we'll just wait. Stambouli. Okay, Stambuli's a man.
That dude. Oh,
Polina just misses out. Stephen Clements. Shit, he was pretty good, wasn't he?
yeah, right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right, we're subbing Stambouli out. Sorry, Stephen Clements.
oh, I saw him appear. Is he back? Yes, he's
Sorry,
back.
sorry about that, chaps. Just dealing with stuff. Where are you up to?
Well, the central midfielders we have decided on Hossam Ghali and Stephen Clements.
Right.
Does that mean your approval?
Stambouli, but
Yeah, I don't see much wrong with that. I'm just trying to think.
I only said Hossam Ghali for ripping his shirt off and storming down the tunnel.
I mean,
yeah. Right, let's go for wingers.
Yeah.
Right and left.
Mm.
Right and
Right,
left. I
let's
need
have
a quick wee.
see what we've got. Right, bear with me a minute.
Where are we up to now, then, mate?
Left midfield and right. Sorry, I didn't know Nigel went there. Left midfield
He's going
and
for
right
Pesach,
midfield.
Yeah, we want two wingers.
Yeah, left midfielder and a right or whatever. Yeah, two
Yeah.
wingers.
Can I say Sonny? His left wing because
say
he's not a winger.
Just trying to think.
Anyone says Brennan Johnson as well on the right wing will be blocked immediately.
Just trying to think.
Yeah, there's a good shout. I can't bring the comment up, but Werner.
Well, yeah. For Spurs, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. We've got one on the left already, I think. Werner.
Werner, yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Especially on 165 grand a week, whatever he was earning.
Yeah.
And a lot. Well, to be honest, I suggested Sonny on the left. Because he's not a winger. But I think Werner beats that.
Yeah.
That's a good shout by someone. I think he was more of a forward, but John Hendry, I think he didn't play very much, did he?
No.
No.
I don't know if he was a winger or not, if he was a striker. He was a striker.
I thought he was a striker. Yeah, I thought he was. God, it's hard to think of any wingers that.
It's hard to think
really
of any shit players. Well, we've had loads of shit players, but you just forget about them.
Andy Sinton. He was pretty.
Yeah, that was in the bad times,
he was okay.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he was okay, but not exciting. Yeah, this guy, Jose Dominguez, and he was like 4'2", wasn't he?
Yeah, Stephen Pienaar, he was a right midfielder, wasn't he? Or left mid,
Yeah.
one or the other.
He was
Yeah.
like Everton's best player, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the time.
He was one of them.
Postiga's striker, wasn't it?
He was a striker,
Yeah.
Yeah. Joyce tonight. Yeah. Wolf Fox. Again, I thought he was okay.
I liked Foxy. I thought he was all right.
He was all right. He was all right.
Did he come from Newcastle?
Will
Yeah.
Fox, he played at Newcastle and Norwich.
Yeah.
That's a shout, actually, from my boy, David Bentley.
Is that your boy?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Bentley, but he was pretty awful for Spurs.
No, I agree with that. 1 million. I was just about to say, and I didn't realise he put it in the comment.
Giovanni
That's
dos Santos.
Yeah.
Never worked out for him, did it at all?
Yeah.
No, he's a good player though, wasn't he? Did well for Barcelona.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul Moran as well. Yeah. Going back.
Yeah.
There's plenty of names there to pick from.
There is. Who are you going for, guys? I'll let you two choose. Take the pressure off.
I will go for Paul Moran on the right.
Yeah.
I think that's a great shout by Edem, to be honest with you. Because he was a trier, but it very rarely worked for him.
Yeah.
Nico Clausen was a forward, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Clausen was forward, yeah.
Just looking, I'm trying to rack my own brain while I'm looking. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty right what they're saying there. Fucking Werner's shit, and he put him on the left and fucking stick.
Yeah. Where did Ali Dick play?
Who? Alistair
Ali
Dick.
Dick. Yeah.
Was he a forward?
I remember. John Pratt. John Pratt was a central midfielder, wasn't he?
John Pratt was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the wingers are, we're going for Paul Moran and
For me.
I'd say Timo Werner just for the fucking fact he was
Timo
on.
Werner, yeah.
He was on 165 grand a week.
Yeah.
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 Now we go to the best ones, the two strikers.
Yeah. I would say.
So Dado got to be there because we bought him and played him on his own when he was part of a two wherever else he was.
It was fucking madness, Mark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it madness, though, that you buy a striker that plays in a two, that feeds off balls across the 6-yard box because he's a predator, and you leave him up front chucking balls in from all over the place and expecting him to score? You know,
I was really excited when we got Soldado.
If you're a good player, this is what we've spoke about before, isn't it? If you're a good player and you're buying someone and you've obviously seen what they're good at, so why would you buy him to play him up front on his own? It's just.
No, put it this way: when we bought Soldado, YouTube was available by then.
Yeah.
And I was straight on YouTube watching all his fucking goals that he'd scored in Spain. And I was like, fucking hell, we got like Messi or something coming in, you know? You know, some fucking magnificent goal scorer. And he come to us and he was like rubbish. You know, because we played him up front on his own.
The thing is, though, Mark, even though he was pretty bad for us, there has been a lot worse.
Yeah. The other one I felt sorry for that we brought in, and he was a hell of a player before we brought him, was Sergei Rebrov.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great player before we bought him.
Yeah. Well, he used to play with
Play him up on
Shevchenko,
it.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
the
think
obvious, the obvious two would be Andy Booth and Raziak.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Uh,
One of them as well, worth a mention, probably won't get in. Darren Bent when Harry said his missus could have scored the one he missed.
Yeah.
he missed some sitters.
No,
He scored
but-
some bangers, but he missed some sitters, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah. How the Postigo was another one. I was excited
Yeah.
by him when he came in.
yeah.
And Jansen.
I was just going to say Vincent Janssen, yeah.
Yeah. Thought he'd score a few, but he was rubbish. Yeah, we've had a
I
fair
think
few.
to be honest with you, I don't think Edem's spot off there. Raziak
No.
and Booth again.
I'd agree.
But they
Well,
were
Audio at the bottom's got a shout as well.
yeah, Bobby.
Some more. Yeah, there's another one who was brilliant, wasn't he? At other clubs, he'd
Yeah.
come to us and
Yeah.
he was shit.
Yeah, Fraser
Well,
Campbell.
Yeah. That's who we got. That's who we got for Berbatov.
Yeah.
Right, he
Did
come
quite
in
well,
on loan or something, wasn't he? He was only about 15.
15.
Well, he wasn't very old, was he? He was a youngster.
Yeah, he was young. Yeah. They
Yeah.
expected him to lead the line at Tottenham.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
And he was dreadful. And we just got rid of we sold Berbatov and Keane in the same window, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still Terry. So I love still Terry just for that goal against West Ham.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Daniel is right there. That is true. That
Yeah.
is true. Fucking, he was. But it's true though, isn't it? Whether they're on a loan or whether we bought them or whatever it was, we still had some
They're still shit.
ball. But we've had some absolute fucking scintillating ones as well, haven't we? You know,
Yeah.
not a lot in the middle, if you know what I
As
mean.
you can see at 5 p.m. every weekday.
Yes.
You know, right, mate?
Daniel, make sure you get over there for the lifetime videos. They've already started dropping. You'll find.
Just thought I'd drop a sly little. I don't think Nigel noticed I plugged our channel.
Yeah,
I didn't notice. No. Didn't notice. It's not,
You're all right.
not got enough subs tonight already, have you?
Is Nigel, what are you on at the moment? Just while these good people are in here, what are you on?
What am I on? I am on 691.
Come on, people. Smash the sub for Nige. Get him to 700. Surely there's 9 people in
nice.
here. There's got to be 9 people that can smash that sub button for him, get him to 700.
Knowing Nigel, he's probably
Two
put
would be
subscriber only mode on or something.
No, he ain't.
I don't even know how to do that.
No, nor do I.
Gotta be 9 people in here. By the end of the show, there's got to be 9.
You'd hope so. All right, let's get another question up.
Oh, we've done our team now, haven't we? Is that done? Are we done?
We have. That's it. That's
are we
it. I think we
gonna
got Raziak and Booth, haven't we?
You'll have to post that,
team out.
Nige. You'll have to post that on one of your shorts or something. Worst Spurs team ever.
We don't post
Yeah,
those
we
shorts.
like
Go on
that,
for it. We don't post all of it, mate. It'll be on for like fucking 45
Oh, I meant
minutes.
the team, Mark. The team.
An hour or so. Yeah. You read the team out. You read the team out.
Yeah,
See
read-
if you wrote it
read
all
the
down.
team out.
Yeah. And then Nigel can see we're helping him out here. You can post it as a short.
Yeah. Go on, Mark. I'm waiting.
What?
You meant to
Read
read
the
the
team
team
out.
out, mate.
Hey?
You
I
meant to
weren't
read
listening.
the
down,
team
I
didn't
out.
weren't listening. I was miles away. I heard Mark talking. When Mark talks, I just switch off, see? And I didn't hear what he said.
Read the team out, mate, that you wrote down. The
Well, I
worst
weren't
team.
here for half of it. We got Mims in goal,
Yeah.
Gilberto left back, Kevin Scott and Willie Young as centre halves. with Tramezzani as right back.
Yeah.
Can't even read what I've wrote there. What the fuck is that? Oh, yeah. Hossam Ghali and Stephen Clements in central midfield.
Nice.
You'll have to help me out with what was the left and the right, because I haven't wrote them down. Paul Moran on the right.
Paul Moran.
And Werner, wasn't it? Was it Werner?
Yeah.
And
Timo
Werner.
Werner on the left. And who did we say up front? Raziak and Booth.
Yeah, I think so. That's a pretty awesome team.
There you go. Go and win the Europa Cup with that.
I bet that still finishes better than 17th.
Yep. Probably. That is one god awful team, that, isn't it?
It is. So let's have a quick chat about Spurs this next season. What are we?
Well, the whole show's been about that so far.
Eh?
The whole show's been about Spurs so far.
I know. Sorry, do you want to talk about something else, Mark?
No,
What do you want to talk about?
It's your show, mate. You do what you like.
I know, but I just, I'm
What are we
wary.
expecting?
I want to keep my guests happy.
What are we
What do I talk
expecting
about?
next season? What, a quadruple?
Yeah.
I'll have you know that is not acceptable for you to be saying a quadruple. You are forgetting that in 9 weeks' time we face PSG in the Super Cup.
All right, the quin.
There you go. That's better.
The quintuplet, then, whatever it's called.
We're having it large this year, mate. Super Cup and all that.
Yeah. I do apologise, boss. I forgot about the Super Cup.
Yeah, have a word with yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, boss. Am I fired?
No, you're not fired. You're on a warning.
Verbal or written?
Just verbal.
I can get away with that then. That means nothing. Verbal warning.
Verbal's nothing. No, you're all right.
Just brush it under the carpet.
Yeah, just sweep it away.
Yeah.
So, Mark, tell us about the Bangles, because
I just
what made you fall in love with this good lady on the
well,
right?
you've answered the question. What made me fall in love with the Bangles? Hang on.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, I'll help you out here a bit, Mark.
Oh, a sock. I ain't got none left. That lady. Hang on, let me lean. This one. Susanna Hoffs. Susanna Hoffs in the Manic Monday video.
She is very nice. Well, she
Yeah.
was.
I've heard this tale many times,
Well, no, I'm not going to go through the hotel. But Susanna Hoffs in there. Oh, Nigel's got his girlfriend behind him.
If only. We look like a good couple, wouldn't we? I think. Me and Mila Kunis. Perfect. God. Tell you what, I wouldn't be on YouTube if she was in my bed.
Well,
you would.
Well,
yeah, it wouldn't take me long.
I was going to say intermission for 2 minutes.
For you, maybe.
Absolutely.
Well, whatever.
Okay. All right, let's get back to another question. Come on. Let me find one. I have only literally got football questions on tonight. So I thought we'd do a bit of a...
that's all right, man.
Let me think of one. What position was I supposed?
I don't think Mark gave his answer.
For what?
What are you expecting in this season?
This season, obviously, it's difficult to say because we're not 100% sure who's coming in. For me, I would say if it can get us 7th, 8th, maybe, and an half decent cup run in one of the cups and the Champions League. I don't know what to say about the Champions League. All I don't want to happen to us is get totally smashed up
And be an embarrassment.
and just lose all 8 games or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You get paired up with, I don't know, a Munich, a PSG, a Milan or something like that, and it's a tough road straight away. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be what will be, you know. But
Yeah. But surely, mate, as a Spurs fan, you go into every new season wanting to win everything.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's why I said that's why I said the quad, and then you corrected me by saying,
I know. It's like on the Super Cup game. I know there's 9 weeks to go, and there's plenty of time to get players in, and you know, for him to whoever comes in to do what they want to do. But it's like the bottom comment from Aaron, PSG. You know, if we don't get 2 or 3 players in sharpish,
Yeah.
you know, I just don't want us to get battered, mate. I don't want us to go in the Super Cup and we get battered 6-0 or something. Do you know what I mean? It just,
That'd be embarrassing.
you know, yeah, it does
yeah,
bother
but
me.
hang on a minute. To be honest, at least we've been in that game. Something that a certain other club 4 miles down the road can never say. We've been in that game.
Yeah, there is that, I
True.
suppose. But yeah, we'll
You know,
see.
but what's the point in saying, oh well, we were in it and you've never been in it, if you don't like at least compete? We might lose, but you want to compete, don't you?
Mm.
You know.
You would hope that we would under a new manager.
Well,
Surely.
yeah.
Well, improve. Yeah, obviously, what we was talking about earlier, Nigel, bit of structure, a bit of tactics. You know, that will help 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, but I just worry that, you know, when we play teams like PSG, it's a one-off, 90 minutes, and I just don't want them to take the piss out of us. That's all.
Yeah.
Just because
No,
their level of player is so high, you know, they've proved it.
Your boy's offering me bets here. Look.
I bet you a fiver now. We lose by at least 6. Well, you could be a fiver richer, Sheriff.
What's that, mate?
How old's your boy, mate?
He's a big boy. He's 30 years old.
Oh, no,
If you're not a betting man, don't worry about it. Just tell
I
him.
am a betting man.
Oh, well, there you go then.
We're not. Yeah, I'll have a fiver on you.
Yeah, there you go, Bill. He's having a skin diver with you. Straight in. I'll look straight in. A skin diver. Straight in.
Right now, if I lose
Yeah.
and they beat us by 6 goals,
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, if we get beat by at least 6, I'll send it to your old man.
There you go. Sorted.
Happy days. Happy days.
50p a week. 50p a week.
50p a week.
50p a week, 12 weeks.
The old Rumbelows contract there.
Yeah, no. I'll flick a fiver over to your old man and he can give it to
Bring it
you.
in, cheeky sod. Look, I'll give you me bank details now.
So it had to be 6 clear goals.
Sounds
Or was
like
it
it.
like
Well, yeah. So if it's 8-2 or something,
Yeah.
okay, so 6-1 is not is Sheriff wins.
yes,
Yeah.
6-1 I win. Yeah,
Okay. Fair
it's got to be
dues.
6 clear goals. So like 8-2 or something, I owe him a fiver.
That's it.
Mate, it's the easiest 5 you've ever won.
Just give me 4. Here we go.
That's it.
Just give me 4 Amstel. You're on, mate, because they're £4. They're £4 for 4 in
There you go.
Tesco's. So I save a quid.
Save a quid.
Well, they only got to send them in.
Brilliant. I love it.
Mark will have to come down and get them.
Yeah. Just DHL them.
Right. Suppose you just go to Tesco in Manchester. They're probably even cheaper there. Probably like $3.80 or something.
Probably.
Cost
Yeah.
of living.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where you live?
I live in Manchester, Aaron. I thought you knew.
I think you might be talking about me.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I know, mate, but where do you think I live? I don't live in London, put it that way.
Where do you reckon he lives by the accent, Aaron?
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. No comment.
No comment. I was waiting for Mars to come back or something.
Tractorland.
Lulan.
That's close
You
enough.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Number one, Bumpkin Cottage. No.
No.
Ed M's wrong. Ed
No.
M is wrong. They do speak a little bit like
A little
what I
bit,
do.
yeah.
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 Yeah, they've got a twang over that way, haven't they?
Mm.
Norfolk way.
I think they speak more.
Yeah.
I think they speak normal, to be honest.
Jose's in. Look, the moon.
Frank has told Brentford he wants to leave Spurs for Spurs. Ooh, it's all happening.
Oh, here we go.
Big up, Jose.
Big up, Jose.
Much love, buddy.
Yeah, big up, Jose.
All in delivery. Indeed.
In the
Indeed.
delivery.
Right, here's a question. I've lost it.
You're
Okay.
on there.
Spurs could win the league if we signed what 2 players? Just go with it.
Only 2. Jesus.
I know we're not going to win the league if we sign 2 players, but just if we sign these 2 players, do you maybe we could win the league?
Else you're talking currently or in their prime from like ages ago.
Let's say currently.
Rodri
Yeah.
and
Do you know? I had these 2. I had
sorry.
had them 2.
Good job.
Yeah. I was obviously thinking Yamal and Dembele.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
No, I was seriously. True story.
I know. No, I know.
I know you don't believe me because I talk gibberish and
I do believe you, mate. Who are we going for? Oh,
I'm gonna say-
I was getting a lot of love.
I'm going to say Rodri
Yeah.
and Erling Haaland, just to be different.
Ooh.
Rodri in the 6, Haaland to stick it in the net.
the thing I find with Haaland now, if he don't score, he don't do nothing else, does he?
Well, supply him then.
Yeah, but no, but he doesn't actually help the team in any other way.
It's just going
Right.
on the goal scoring.
Like everyone's saying about Haaland and how he's like for his age, his thing is above Harry Kane and whatever. But Harry Kane's 10 times the player Erling Haaland is, in my opinion. That's only my opinion. But he is because Harry Kane, especially after Mourinho come to us and developed his game, and he could like assist goals and score them. So Haaland's goal scoring is
Look, it depends what you fancy at the end of the day.
yeah.
I'm
Haaland's goal
not
scoring,
disputing Kane, did what he did, dropped
yeah,
off, created stuff. I get all that. Haaland's a different type of player. He's just a pure striker, Mark. That's what he does, and that's it. You know what I mean?
right. Haaland's goal scoring is phenomenal. You can't take anything away. But what does he actually do if he's not scoring a goal?
Just movement, isn't it? Nothing else really. It's just movement.
If he ain't scoring, just will play with 10 men, man. He offers nothing. In fact, sometimes Man City look worse when he's playing.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think they do.
I wouldn't go that far. They've won the fucking league 4 years out of 5, Mark.
Well, yes. But Man City are a phenomenal team. But
They are.
like Haaland, if he's not scoring, he offers absolutely nothing to the team. I'm not saying he's not a phenomenal player. I'm not dissing him but
I get that part of it. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in a different term.
yeah.
As in to put the ball in the net.
Hang on. Your boy's now He's asking me if I'm okay. Probably a brain seizure, mate.
Like your best buds, isn't it?
Yeah. It's probably a brain seizure or something. I don't know.
Who would you have,
I
Nige?
think, I think Rodri's a really good shape.
Yeah.
So I think if you've got that monster number 6,
Yeah, we want
then
that
you've got
6.
half a
don't we?
chance. Quite like the defence we got already. Keeper would do a job for now. But I agree, Kane, I think, is amazing. Haaland, fantastic. But I just want someone fresh and new up front. So I would go for Gokeres.
Oh, he did
My
run
man up
through my
front.
mind, Nige, while I was
Yeah.
thinking, but yeah,
The only
yeah,
problem is we got shit wingers to provide any
yeah,
service for. So
yeah.
really, ideally, I'd want 3 players. But, you know,
We got Brennan Johnson.
yeah.
The silence says it all, Mark.
Yeah, that's it.
Silence says it all.
Tumbleweed went by.
Listen, man. Whatever you think of Brennan Johnson, he still scored whatever 17, 18, 19 goals, whatever
Top
it was
scorer.
this season. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, he don't do much else. He doesn't, you know, and I'm sure Mark would be the first to admit that.
Mhm.
You know, we all kept saying when he got bought in, when's he going to go past anyone? But his job, obviously, was to ghost in at the back post. That was his job, and he scored lots of goals this season. You know, that however you want, he scored the goals, didn't he? So, you know,
And won us a European trophy.
well, allegedly.
No, that is in the record books, mate. No
Listen,
argument.
my mate Nige up there, he told me, right, that he never touched it. You have given me no proof that he did.
Right. When this is done, mate, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow I will send you proof.
Okay. All right, mate. No worries. I look forward to it.
I don't know if we touched it or not, but listen, doesn't matter how it went in. But
Now, when me and Nige come to visit you, when I
Yeah.
sort my mower out, or when I get my mower, am I going to meet your boy? Will he be knocking about?
Well, he lives in Crewe, which is
Oh,
about
well,
an hour away, hour and a bit.
yeah, but will he come up? I'll
I'll
pick him
try.
up.
I'll ask him. You can ask him
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. I'll pick him up on the way out there, mate. It's not that far out of the way, is it?
Come past. You'll have to come past.
Do we have to come past Crew?
You have to come past Crewe, yeah,
Oh, excellent.
on the M6, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. We'll pop in, pick him up.
thanks.
That's it. Sorted.
Yeah, there you go. When we
Yeah.
come up, mate,
Days.
I'm always in contact with your dad. The date is set. We'll pick you up on the way out there.
There you go. Sorted.
We'll go out for a beer in
Oh yeah.
where you live, mate.
He likes a beer. Aaron.
Oh, does he?
Oh yeah. He likes a beer. Yeah, I'm not on the piss.
Here we go, Nudge. Yes. We're sorted, mate.
I
Yeah.
better get some practice in, didn't I?
That's it.
We'll be right on it.
Right on it.
Reach on it.
And excellent.
Okay,
Singing
we're
the
going for
old
a couple more questions.
Singing the old Tottenham songs outside the pubs in Manchester. Go down well, wouldn't it?
That'll be all right. Johnson
Yeah.
again, ole, ole, outside the pub in Manchester.
Again, ole, ole.
That's it.
Yeah. I said we got to keep him, haven't we? We got to keep Johnson just for that song.
Just for the alleged goal, mate. Just for the alleged goal.
Yeah.
No alleged, mate. No alleged.
Yeah, we'll be having it large, Bill. Don't worry. We'll be having it large.
Tell is your boy. Let's have it large. See, now I'll let you into a little secret, Aaron. When I do shorts for our channel, your dad always nags me, like, you got to say, we're having it large. And I say, look, it sounds wrong if I say it. You know, it does. It
Go on,
does.
Sharon.
We're having
on,
it
say it.
large. It don't sound right. It don't sound right. It sounds right like you, mate, with Cockney accent.
Yeah, we're having it large.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
It sounds right when I do it. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right because, well, Nige knows we don't say that stuff down here, do we?
No, we're having it large. No, yeah,
Nah, it don't sound right if me and you say it.
no.
It's our catchphrase now,
No.
Mark. You know that, don't
I
you?
know it is. I know it is. Like,
That's it.
but the only bloody catchphrase we got round here is, "You worry my sheep, get off my land."
That's it. Get off my land.
Yeah, get off my land. You's worrying my sheep.
I can answer this one.
Go on, then. What is the worst? What do you think was the worst decision Spurs ever made, and why? Go on.
Daniel Levy.
Yeah.
Just for the football. Just for the football. Not for the other stuff he's done. Not for the ground. All the other Enoch shit, whatever you want to call it. Just because, not for the reason that he hasn't spent the money, because there were times when he has and times
That's what I was laughing at. That's what I was laughing at.
Yeah,
I seen that comment come in.
yeah. You want to hear him when he's had 8 pints, Aaron? Yeah, just for not employing the right people to buy the right players. All the money that's been wasted over the years, you know. And I just want him gone, man. Whether it's, you know, Joe Lewis's daughter gets him demoted from the football side and keeps him doing his hotel stuff or whatever he's doing, and his NFL and his go-karts and his whatever. Oh, he's on the blower now, so I've got to answer this. Yeah, whether for whatever reason. So I just want him gone. That's it, really.
Yeah. Levy for you. What about you, Sheriff?
I agree 1,000,000%. I agree 1,000,000% with what my mate has said. Levy is and always will be the problem with our club. It's why we're not competitive to the stakes we should be. You know, with all the money that's created now. And I blame him as well. This sums it up here. Getting rid of Poch. Getting rid of Poch was madness. Absolute madness. Seeing as what Poch had done for us, you know, in the previous seasons. And then he had a bit of a lapse because Levy never gave him the players. You got to remember, we went 3 transfer windows. What's that? 18 months. We never signed no one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Poch was saying as the ground was coming together, like the new ground. It's all right having the shiny house, but you need the furniture to put in it. He was begging Levy for a rebuild, and he wouldn't do it because the stadium and the things that would create, like the NFL and the concerts and all that, was more important. So ultimately, Daniel Levy is the problem, but sacking Poch was a disgrace. And that is when, I know I'm only fairly recent to the party, but that is when I became Levy out. Because I loved Poch. Poch gave me the best football I'd seen for years supporting this club. And they got rid of it. And you could see that Daniel Levy was too much of a tight arse to give him. The season when Chelsea won the league and Leicester the year before, we had the best squad. We had the best starting 11 in the league by a country mile. It's just when any of them got injured, we had shit backups. Eric Dyer, crap like that, knocking about. And they weren't at the same level. So I agree 1,000,000% with my brother, Daniel Levy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I pretty much agree with all of that. Sacking Poch absolutely broke my heart.
It killed me. I actually shed a tear. I actually shed a tear when Potts was sacked.
Yeah, no, me too. But I gotta say, probably the bit that broke me the most was when we sold Teddy Sheringham to Man United. That absolutely killed me because I was a massive Teddy Sheringham fan.
Yeah.
He was easily our best player, and when he left, I thought it was the end of Tottenham. But yeah, I agree with the whole Levy thing. Everything that he's done, pretty much. Sacking Joel at half time, Pochettino not backing him when he should have, even Harry Redknapp not backing him when he should have.
Yeah.
You know, so many. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up anyway, Cookie, now, because I said 2 hours. So cool. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Two Mark Show. And yeah, while you're there, subscribe to Pure Coys as well. We will see you on the next one. Have a great rest of weekend. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Spurs.
There is no mud at the pub, just good chat, debate, and love. There is no mud at the pub, so make sure you locked and sub.